without your love, girl, there's no more. Tell me what you're playing. Oh, and I know you don't want nobody else. No, no, no.
Zooropa, you too.
I think I'd like to give a message to the young people of America, and that is we shall continue to abuse our position and fuck up the mainstream. God bless you.
What's going on, y'all? It's your main man 5, and I wanted to put a quick segue into the album reaction. I'm sure you've already read the title, so you know today we're going to be doing episode 11 of our Mythbusters series. First of all, shout out to Risky for the recommendation. All of the YouTube stuff that you guys have been seeing have been directly requested from him over on Patreon. That's just a perk of the tier that he's in. He gets the right to suggest at least one album or movie or whatever a month, and I'll make sure I get that done for him. So this month he recommended that I check out Zooropa by YouTube. I'm not even going to tell you what I think. I want you to watch the video, but I hope you guys are excited and I hope you guys enjoy this. I wanted to make a little quick insert just to give a little notice on some of the things that are going to be shifting, some of the newfound focuses that my wife and I are going to be focusing on, and just how we're going to buckle down and try to figure out a better schedule that meshes well with us as creators. Now, for people who do it full time, or people that have been blessed enough to be able to create content full time, they're able to create at a completely different pace than those of us who may work traditional 9-to-5s, or us to have hands in things outside of just content creation. But not to concern any of you with any of that. The biggest thing that we're going to be focusing on is being able to buckle down and do things that make the most sense for helping our platform continue to grow. Because with my wife and I having a second channel, as y'all know, we started Janaea 5's Theater, where we do a lot of movie, TV show, stuff like that, content over on that side. Make sure you go check it out if you're interested in that type of thing. But with maintaining that channel, maintaining this, focusing on other things and our regular schedules outside of that, I think the most tricky part about doing videos like this is, first of all, I'm so glad that you guys have been loving the Mythbusters series so much. I'm so glad you guys love the album reactions that come on the channel. Anybody who watches me regularly, you know I try my best to be very intentional and present when it comes to doing my album reactions. I like to sit through and really understand whatever narrative is that the artist is trying to convey. I feel like art deserves to be reviewed in a manner that really takes it seriously and pulls different perspective out of it. But the issue with doing a lot of these album reactions is we've been starting to get takedown notices. A few of the album reactions that you guys have loved over time have either got demonetized, or we've gotten takedown notices, or just a lot of things that ended up making them be blocked or forcing us to take them down and not being able to do anything with them. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be pivoting. As far as all of our album reactions, they will not be coming to YouTube as frequently. Now, a lot of you guys may have saw my community page post that I put out, and what it basically was letting you guys know that I want to focus on catching up on all of the albums that you guys have been asking for, but a lot of back catalog stuff that I've been wanting to hear myself. Further episodes of the Mythbusters series, or our Patreon exclusive Versus series, where we put some of the best artists up head to head. That's some of the fun stuff that we want to be able to continue to do. But when we're getting takedown notices and stuff like that, where our products are getting blocked, it's really counterproductive to all of the time being spent on creating this content, because a lot of personal time and effort goes into doing these things. So I wanted to make an insert to make it all make sense. A lot less frequently will our album reactions be coming to Patreon. But what I will do is, when I'm doing album reactions, I'll take whatever the most popular or most requested song from that album is, and I'll be breaking that down and putting it on YouTube just to give like a insert of what the bigger picture of the video is. Going back to the community page post, it was basically just talking about catching up on albums and getting suggestions from you guys about albums that you've been asking me for quite a while. I want to be able to catch up on the back catalog, but I also want to focus in on giving concise content that you guys actually want to see, as opposed to just putting out random one-off things. Now, of course, along the way, I always do things that interest my heart just because, but I also want it to be an enjoyable experience for you guys as we continue to grow. So feel free to comment down below on this video and let me know some albums that you feel like I should be checking out based on what brought you onto this channel, based on things that you feel like I will add value checking out. But I just wanted to let you guys know that if you want to get full-length album reactions like this one, because I'm going to put this one out for you guys just as like a last hoorah, so you can get a good faith and get another feel of everything that we're going to be doing. But I put the QR code to our Patreon right here. As you know, doing music reactions or a channel like this in general, a lot of it gets demonetized. And a part of everything that I just told you, you can have struggle with copyrights and strikes and etc. So if you guys want to support us further, this is the place to do it. But also not just in support, but also to give a give and take type of relationship. All of our full-length album reactions will be out over there. All of our Patreon exclusive bonus challenges and series like this will be up on that Patreon. As of now, that's just the pivot that we got to do. You know, with us not being able to do it full time, we're not able to just focus on putting so much time and effort into these things for it to not be able to be received. But if you go over there, you'll be able to help us decide by voting on Patreon exclusive polls and helping us decide what albums we're going to be doing, what series you guys want to see, plus all of the bonus stuff that might not be coming over there. And quiet as it's kept, I'm going to start doing some lives over there where I'll give you guys the opportunity to come over there and watch me live. And whatever you guys want me to listen to on the spot, I'll do it right there. Those things will become Patreon exclusives. Those things will become things that you don't have to wait, because sometimes it could be music that you want to hear specifically. And because of the schedule that we're working on or the list that we're working on, there's so much stuff that we're focused on that we might not get around to it in a time frame. But I'll do those maybe a few times a month where our YouTube viewers and our patrons can be able to come over there. I'll be able to let you come in the chat and be like, do this. And for a handful of people that come in there, I'll check out whatever song you want me to do right there on the spot. I'll start doing stuff where we spin wheels and patrons will be able to get the opportunity to decide what song we'll be checking out, or just stuff like that. It'd be perks, because we don't want to take this away from our YouTube viewers and make it feel like we're just leaving you high and dry. It's just, if you guys really enjoy this content and you care about helping support us as creators, it's the perfect way to do it. But again, I've been running my mouth for a while now. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'm excited for you to check this one out. This is Zooropa again by U2. Hopefully this one doesn't get taken down as well, but I hope you enjoy this experience. This is episode 11, and I'll see you at the end of it. Peace. What's going on, y'all? It's your main man 5, and we back with another episode of our Mythbuster series. As y'all know, we officially in the double digits. Last episode, on episode 10, we did Rattling the Hum by U2. Episode 11, we're going to be checking out an album called Zooropa by U2. Even though Risky recommended this is something that I have been seeing in the comments for some months now. So I'm excited to see what the hype is about, see what direction. This is coming after Octung Baby. So I'm excited to see what the sound would be and what direction it would be going for. The album title isn't really revealing, so let's just get into it and see.
We got that ring of confidence.
That's an interesting song. I think what I like about it, and this is just initial thoughts. I want y'all to comment down below along the way and talk to me about your thoughts on what these songs mean to you, or if you have a different meaning from it. But that just feels like a song that's like a mixture between pessimism and optimism. Really, just talking about living in a world and living in a life where the world around you makes you pessimistic. The experiences, the things that's going on around the world, and a lot of common themes and messages that this band has talked about, whether it's speaking against tragedies out in the world, or speaking against injustices was the word I was looking for, speaking out against all type of things that are going on. They have such revolutionary material that this just seems like you can get jaded by the word around you. It can make you feel like there's no hope for living a happy life. So you might as well just stick your head in the mud or stick your head in the sand and just ignore everything and just try to find that blissful ignorance, you know? And I feel like this song lives in that space, but it also comes from a encouraging place of trying to tell you that it's important for you to still keep your wits about you, still focus on the possibility of having a future where you could be happy, or having a future where you deserve to be able to live the life that you feel like you deserve, or live in a world that you will want your children to be raised in, or live in a world that you will want to be able to be proud to say. You know, I feel like songs like this are important because it talks about the reality about how everybody's feeling. It's hard to feel confident. It's hard to feel happy. It's hard to be at peace when you feel like everything around you is catching on fire. But I feel like this song is letting you know that even though the world may be on fire, even though we might be at war, even though there's always going to be injustices taking place, you still have to find some semblance of personal peace in your own life to be able to continue moving forward, because that's the most important thing. That's really what I got from that song. But as we listen to the album, we'll see if it's kind of like a theme or if they're doing something like Octung Baby, where it's a lot of stuff going on. But we'll see.
Watching your bright blue eyes in the freeze frame. I've seen them so many times. I feel like I must be your best friend. You're looking fine, so fine. Oh my, dressed up like a lovely day. Oh, baby face, slow down, child. Let me untie your lace. Baby face, go with natural grace. How could we be so kind to an ordinary guy? Coming home late at night to turn you on, love. Checking out every frame. I've got slow motion on my side, turning around and around with the sound and color under my control. Go round and around, going down, dressed up like a lovely day. Baby face, tip for hair all tied up in lace. Baby face, bittersweet girl, won't you give me a taste? How could we be so kind to an ordinary guy? Hey.
Okay, so to kind of reiterate back on the first one, I like the fact that U2 always builds around the theme of having characters based inside the stories that they build with their album. So except the first song and title track was like a mixture of pessimism and optimism, but it was speaking around the character because it kept referencing like girl this or girl focus on that, girl try to be this, girl this, encouraging her to Step outside of the mundane, step outside of the world around you and just focus on finding your own peace and seeing the own beauty in your own life. So for Babyface, it kind of seems like they're speaking to that same girl, speaking to that same narrative and character, and letting you know, even though life is so crazy, you're still beautiful. You still have that glow. You still have that shine. You still have this, that. You still have that wow factor. Regardless of how the world wears you down and makes you feel so, I still want you to know that you light up my life. You still light that fire inside of me the way that nobody else can. And I like the fact that they do things because it gives an undertone narrative on top of the overarching one. Like, the overarching theory, the overarching narrative may be have hope, be optimistic, but the underarching could be talking about a love story or talking about being optimistic in love or teaching somebody to have confidence, blah, blah, blah. I like the fact that there's always a duality going on with their projects and there's always multiple points being hit. I feel like that's a big nod to their artistry and their intentionality when it comes to putting together a theme for what they're going for. I love that.
Don't move, don't talk, out of time, don't think, don't worry, everything's just fine. Just fine. Don't grab, don't clutch, don't hope for too much, don't breathe, don't achieve or grieve without leave. Don't check, just balance on the fence, don't answer, don't ask, don't try and make sense. But don't talk, don't run if you can walk, don't cheat, compete, don't miss the one beat. Don't travel by train, don't peek, don't spill, don't piss in the drain, don't like the well. Don't feel like anything, don't compensate, don't call, don't call, don't come around late. Don't hover at the gate. Take it on board, don't fall on yourself, just play another chord. If you feel it getting bored. Don't change your brand, don't listen to the band, don't take, don't choose your shade. Have another grade. Don't bridle, don't shackle, don't guide, don't curve, don't swerve. Lie, die, serve. Don't theorize, realize, polarize, glance, dance, dismiss, apologize. Don't spy, don't lie, don't try, imply, detain, explain, start again. Don't coax, don't cling, don't hoax, don't freak, don't leak, don't speak. Don't project, don't connect, protect, don't expect, suggest. Don't project, don't connect, protect, don't expect, suggest. Don't struggle, don't jerk, don't call, don't work, don't don't pass, don't press, don't cry, don't fear. Don't touch, don't dine, don't suffer, don't rhyme, don't fantasize, don't rise, don't die. Don't project, don't connect, protect, don't expect, suggest. Don't project, don't connect, protect, don't expect, suggest.
That's my favorite song so far. I love the fact that that speaks on all of the notions that the world and society place on us. All of the different countries, no matter where you come from, those hierarchies, those governments, those whatever it is there, they all put all of these things on you that make you feel so locked inside of a box that it gets to a point where you don't feel anything. There's so much going on around you. They're televising murder. They're televising race crimes. They're televising hate crimes. They're televising things that make us feel like none of us are truly valued, especially if we don't have anything to offer to the bigger picture of the country. When you don't have money, when you don't have status, and when you don't have power, they make you feel less than. And you feel like you're helpless in a situation. So to avoid feeling so helpless and to avoid feeling so fearful, we revert into ourselves and become so numb. And when you're in a state of numbness, all you do is consume. I like the fact that it talks about consumption and focusing on still maintaining, still acquiring wealth, still acquiring riches, still taking from other people, but still not feeling anything. And it's all based on the things that the world around you tell you are important. You need to focus on being just a cog in their machine and fuck everything that matters to you personally. As long as you produce and as long as you continue to make things work in a cycle, that's all they need. They don't want individualism. And I like the fact that that's a reoccurring theme. So that's something that I'm kind of saying. It's kind of talking about, in a way, it kind of feels dystopian, even though the world has always been very fucked up in a lot of ways. I like the fact that it still breathes and it has that futuristic sound to kind of make it seem like the whole world morphing into just one big machine where nobody has any hope and nobody has any optimism. I like that it feels like the Matrix. It feels futuristic. It feels like a dystopian energy where it's coming from the year 3500 and coming back to let you know this is what the world is going to look like if we don't do something. If we don't hold hands and lock arms and make a change as a world, this is where we're going. That's kind of the feeling that is given to me. But that's definitely the best song so far.
Yeah, boy.
run them long. Man dreams of leaving, but he always stays behind. These are the days when our world is come asunder. These are the days when we look for something other. Picture, a moving picture. Through light projected, he can see himself up close. Man catches color, man likes to stare. Turns his money into life to look for love. She is the dreamer. She's imagination. Through light projected, you can see yourself up close.
I love, that's the best song so far. That is the best. Damn, and see this, that's good. Numb was the best song, and right after that, I like this one even better. I like this one because it's coming fresh off of it and it's establishing more characters. It's establishing the fact that there's a guy who's, let's say, manufactured from the machine, is a man that, you know, he's numb and he's accustomed to the world around him. He's built up a fortress to try to stay inside of that bubble, and that's all that he focuses on. He understands that it's a man's world, it's a man's job to do this. Man builds the cars, man do this. I'm focused on it because remember I said, even though you're numb, you're still producing. You're still adding value to the bigger picture. Those are all of the lyrics that are going on in this song. And I like the fact that it's talking about somebody who's a product of the machine, but being so infatuated by a woman that embodies hope, a woman that embodies brightness, a woman that embodies optimism. She makes you look at her and break out of the matrix for a second and be like, damn, that's something that's so beautiful that I can't overlook it. You make me emotional. You make me feel things that the world doesn't want me to feel. You make me feel infatuation. You make me feel optimistic. You make me want to dream for a bigger life where I get a chance to do the things that fulfill me on the inside, where I get a chance to be happy, where I get a chance to hop out of the bigger picture and just focus on what's right in front of me. I like the lyrics of saying, through you, I'm able to see myself for the very first time. That song is fucking gorgeous, man. That's definitely, that's going on the playlist right there. They always gonna come with some hits. I love it. I love it.
Green light, 7-Eleven. You stop in for a pack of cigarettes. You don't smoke, don't even want to. Hey now, check your change. Dressed up like a car crash. The wheels are turning, but you're upside down. You say when it hits you, you don't mind, because when it hurts you, you feel alive. Oh no, is that what it is? Red light, gray morning. You stumble out of a hole in the ground, a vampire or a victim. It depends on who's around. You used to stay in to watch the adverts. You could lip sync to the talk shows. And if you look through me. And when you talk at me. And when I touch you, you don't feel anything. If I could stay, then the night would give you up. Stay, and the day would keep its trust. Stay, and the night would be enough. Far away, so close, up with the static and the radio, with satellite television. You can go anywhere. Miami, New Orleans, London, Belfast and Berlin. And if you listen, I can call. And if you jump, you just might fall. And if you shout, I'll only hear you. If I could stay, then the night would give you up. Stay, then the day would keep its trust. Stay, with the demons you drown. Stay, with the spirit that I found. Stay, the night would be just the bang and the clatter as an angel hits the ground.
I love that. These songs are really fucking good. I love the fact that it's giving depth to the characters. It goes back to what I said in the intro and in the title track. It's trying to encourage the woman to focus on her optimism. And when she meets a man who's trying to work his way out of the machine, he sees brightness and hope through her, but she still has her own trouble. They always say the most free spirited people feel like angels that fly and fall down with a broken wing. So the fact that he views her as pure love, pure joy, and his window to the real picture, his window to himself, his window to real life. He also recognizes that she has wounds. She has scars all over her body. He recognizes that she carries her own baggage and has her own trouble. And now he's trying to give back to her and replenish her in the same way that she fulfilled him. It's really a give and take relationship where it's a couple that's trying to encourage each other to hold on, encourage each other to hold on to faith, hold on to hope that things can get better, and hold on to hope that the world can be a lot different than what you've experienced. Although we come from our own traumatic experiences, everybody does. The moment you give up is the only time when you officially lose the battle. So I just love the fact that he's letting her know, I view you as an angel, even though I can tell that you have a tattered wing, even though I can tell that you've got burned, even though I can tell that life has done you wrong. You saved me, so let me refill your glass the same way that you filled mine. I think that's beautiful. These songs are beautiful, though.
friend. Daddy, hold your hand right up to the end. Shala, shala. Daddy's gonna pay for your crash car. Daddy's gonna pay for your crash car.
See, that's an interesting one. That's an interesting topic because y'all know I've been listening to a lot of Tool. That song just reminds me of Sober all over again. It just feels like they're writing from the perspective of your vices. I'll leave it as simple as that. It just seems like a song where they're using like the metaphor of like daddy is, whatever it is you're addicted to, whether it be drugs or whether it be your lifestyle choices or whether it be the nightlife or whether it be whatever anybody's vices is. That song just sounds like, the vice talking to you and letting you know that I'm going to be here to hold you when inevitably you come running back. And because it makes sense because off of Lemon, how he was, Lemon, him talking about how she saved him, and then the next song talking about how she has her own damage. It's not far-fetched to think, a part of her having a tattered wing metaphor and analogy, maybe she's a drug addict, or maybe she's a prostitute, or maybe things of those nature, and those things have a hold on her. All of the trauma that she's been through led her to a certain lifestyle that just because now she found love and just because she finally has somebody that values you, that doesn't make it easy for you to be able to leave everything that you know behind. And I think the mature part is recognizing that you can love somebody and give them the tools and resources to help them through their trauma. But ultimately, we all have to fight our own battles. Ultimately, we all have to face our own demons, and we all have to deal with our own trauma. As much as you love somebody and as much as you would like to fix things for them, you have to allow them the space and room to grow and figure out who they are and who they want to be for themselves. Because if they feel like they have to change and let go of things for you, it'll never be sustainable, because the moment you're gone, so is their sobriety. The moment you're gone, so is their peace. The moment you're gone, so is all of their happiness. You don't want anybody's complete joy and progress to be tethered to you, because everything can be temporary, and all the time things don't last. So you will want somebody to fight their battles for themselves so they can come out stronger on the other side, instead of being dependent on your love to be something that keeps them from falling over the edge. People have to find their own strength, and that's what I feel like this song is about, kind of just battling, with your addiction or your vices, etc. Facts.
Some days are dry, some days are leaky. Some days come clean, other days are sneaky. Some days take less, but most days take more. Some slip through your fingers and onto the floor. Some days you're quick, but most days you're speedy. Some days you use more force than is necessary. Some days just drop in on us. Some days are better than others. Some days it all adds up, and what you got is enough. Some days are better than others. Some days are sleepy, other days sloppy. Some days you can't stand the sight of a puppy. The snow is white, but you think you're a brother. Some days are better than others. Some days you wake up with her complaining. Some sunny days you wish it was raining. Some days are sulky, some days have a grin, and some days are bouncers and won't let you in. Some days you hear a voice taking you to another place. Some days are better than others. Some days you're thankful for what you got. Some days you wake up in the army, and some days it's the enemy. Some days I work, most days you're lazy. Some days you feel like a bit of a baby, looking for Jesus and his mother. Some days are better than others. Some days you feel ahead, you're making sense of what she said. Some days are better than others. Some days you hear a voice taking you to another place. Some days are better than others.
That's a dope song right there.
I have a lover like no other. She got so sweet soul, and she teach me how to sing. Shows me colors when there's none to see. Gives me hope when I can't believe that for the first time I feel love. I have a brother when I'm a brother in need. I spend my whole time running. He spends his running after me. When I feel myself going down, I just call and he comes around. but for the first time I feel love.
Yeah.
My father is a rich man. He wears a rich man's cloak. He gave me the keys to his kingdom coming. Gave me a cup of gold. He said I have many mansions, and there are many rooms to see. But I left by the back door, and I threw away the key. And I threw away the key. Yeah, I threw away the key. Yeah, I threw away the key.
I love that. I love that it talks so deeply on the fact that it gives context to the story, even though even though she comes from wealth, even though she comes from what people from the outside looking in would deem to be a happy life, there's still so much trauma attached to it. She's never felt loved by her parents. She never felt welcomed. They led with money. They led with gifts. They led with materialistic things, but they never led with their heart. And they never built a genuine connection with their child. And I love that her father also matches the idea of the man in the story, because his ambition is all predicated on being a producer, is all predicated on building wealth, is all predicated on leading with my ambition to have wealth. So innately, by being stuck in a machine, he would have became the same exact man that her father was. But through meeting her, he found out what true love was and was freed from the vice of gluttony. He was freed from the vice of ambition, over ambition with no direction and no concern for the world around you. Ambition is a beautiful thing, but when it gets in the way of your humanity and it affects your morals, that's when it starts to get dangerous. I love how they wrote that song.
I don't know you, and you don't know the half of it. At a starring role, I was the bad guy who walked out. They say be careful where you aim, 'cause where you aim you just might hit. You can hold on to something so tight, you've already lost it. Dragging me down, that's not the way it used to be. You can't remember what I'm trying to forget. It was a dirty day, dirty day. Looking for explanations I don't even understand. If you need someone to blame, throw a rock in the air, you'll hit someone guilty. From father to son, in one life has begun. A world that's never done. Father to son. Get it right. There's no blood thicker than ink. Hear what I say. Nothing's as simple as you think. Wake up. Some things you can't get around. I'm in you. More so when they put me in the ground.
Johnny Cash.
I went out walking through streets paved with gold, lifted some stones, saw the skin and bones of a city without a soul. I went out walking under an atomic sky, where the ground won't turn and the rain it burns like the tears when I said goodbye. Yeah, I went with nothing nothing but the thought of you. I went wandering. I went drifting through the capitals of tin, where men can't walk or freely talk, and sons turn their fathers in. I stopped outside a church house where the citizens like to sit. They say they want the kingdom, but they don't want God in it. I went out riding down that old 8-lane. I passed by 1,000 signs looking for my own name. I went with nothing but the thought you'd be there too, looking for you. I went out there in search of experience, to taste and to touch and to feel as much as a man can before he repents. I went out searching, looking for one good man, a spirit who would not bend or break, who would sit at his Father's right hand. I went out walking with the Bible and the gun. The Word of God lay heavy on my heart. I was sure I was the one. Now, Jesus, don't you wait up. Jesus, I'll be home soon. Yeah, I went out for the papers, told her I'd be back by noon. Yeah, I left with nothing but the thought you'd be there too, looking for you. Yeah, I left with nothing but the thought of you. I went wandering.
The silence threw me off for a second. I was like, what the fuck is going on? That was annoying as fuck. So I'll say this. I'll start off with First of all, shout out to Risky for the recommendation. I really enjoyed that album. I didn't go into it with any expectations, so I won't say I expected it to be this or I expected it to be that because I can't say that I did. But honestly, amongst the things that we have heard, and I'll put a snippet of the tier list here so you guys can see everything in the grand picture. But I think I would have to put that in the A tier. I will put that in the A tier along with Octung Baby because I really liked the story. I like the fact that it had a theme that was compelling. It had something that was empowering. It had something to say. And it was very cohesive in terms of following a narrative. Now, the S tier is like the Joshua Tree is in the S tier, the Rattle and the Hum. Those are albums that I would keep listening to those albums all the way through over and over again. I love all of the themes. I love all of the songs. It's just a perfect album to me. And this song was really great. I like the fact that it talked a lot about the world. It talked a lot about injustices and it talked a lot about how people feel so trapped inside their own lives and they feel like a shell of themselves that are just cogs in the machine. That's a very recurrent theme of a lot of albums that we hear from this time period, like these 2 to 3 decades, the 60s to the 90s era. That's a lot of the type of music that we were hearing. And I think it's dope that they came up with characters that embodied it. And I really like the outro where, first of all, having Johnny Cash sing your lyrics is a fucking flex. Shout out to Bono for that one. But I like the fact that that song, The Wanderer, is really just talking about feeling lost inside of a world that you don't even recognize. You go out there looking for some semblance of something to bring you hope, something to bring you peace, something that feels like reality inside this big matrix that everybody's living in. But you have a hard time trying to find something that makes you feel at home. You have a hard time finding something that makes you feel grounded in this life. And I feel like that's something that we all suffer from. Everybody comes from trauma, and these characters are perfect embodiments. When you go through depressive stages or you go through certain phases of your life where you don't feel present in your own life, you're kind of like that on autopilot, that autopilot season that we all go through sometimes. That's when you feel like the guy where you just feel like all you know is blind ambition. All you know is productivity. All you know is keep grinding, keep working, keep producing. But then you have times where you feel lost. You have times where you don't have any purpose, but you try to still be optimistic. That's when you fall on the laurels of the female, where it's like you've been through your trauma and it's done its damage. And you're trying to exude happiness, even though on the inside, you're dealing with so much personal pain. I like the fact that it's all a revolving door and we all can identify with these different characters. That's what makes it so magical. So for that reason, I'll put this album in the A tier. I really appreciate this one. And if you enjoyed this reaction, make sure you comment down below, like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications so you stay in tune every time we drop another banger like this one. And comment down below some thoughts on the themes that this album gave you. Like I said, I've been seeing this over the last couple months, and a lot of people have been recommending it. Tell me what it meant to you. Tell me where you were when this album was out, if you were alive, and tell me what takeaways you had from it, if you identify with the things that I've been saying, or if you have a different take on things. I always respect the difference of opinion. At the end of the day, that's all right for us to disagree. But no, I think this was a really dope album. I put a snapshot of the tier list over here so you can all see it as well, so you can see how far we've come. This is the 11th episode. And I've had a great fucking time doing this with you guys. What's going on, y'all? I hope y'all enjoyed that album reaction, and I hope it was something that kind of gave you good faith and reminded you of the level of content that I try to be able to give you guys on this platform. So I won't talk too much. If you enjoyed this reaction, like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below anything you feel like I might have missed, any thoughts, or tell me where this album takes you back to. Where were you in your life when this music was out? And how does it make you feel when you listen to it? And also let me know if I was on the money with my explanations for some of the songs. But like I said in the intro, we're pivoting. A lot of our full-length album reactions will be over there exclusively on Patreon because of all of the notices we've been getting about takedowns and copyrights. They've been getting more strict than ever. And I'm sure you've been hearing it across platforms on a lot of different reaction channels. A lot of these labels are kind of getting to the point where they're sick of reaction channels, I guess. So they've been issuing these notices. But Like I said, there will be a lot of perks, so I'll put the QR code right here. Again, shout out to all of our beautiful patrons for your continued support, and shout out to all of you guys that would decide to go over there to help us continue to grow. All of the further episodes of our Mythbuster series will be up there. Exclusive series like our verses will be up there. We'll be doing a few times a month going live where our viewers over there will be able to let me know whatever songs they want me to check out right there on the spot, and we'll spend some time together and go through different catalogs like that. We'll be doing giveaways. We'll be doing a lot of stuff to make it a really immersive community. And if you want to be a part of that, on top of just supporting us and helping us continue to be able to put out stuff like this, because all of the time that goes into it is kind of wasted if we can't have our product be received by you guys, because this community that we've been building is exactly what we do it for. So I hope you guys understand, and if you're willing to support, you want to support us further, that's the place to do it. But until next time, I go by the name of Five, and I catch you on the next one. Peace.
How does this go? You wanna know? You've never been here before. Go with the flow. We'll take it slow. No need to rush. They don't gotta know. That's between us.